Romance of the Three Kingdoms, a review of its film and TV adaptations. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is one of the four great classical novels of China. Even before the term four great classical novels came into being, it had already earned the reputation of the no. Literary masterpiece. In the Ming Dynasty, some booksellers combined this novel with another one, Water Margin, and sold them as a single book titled Heroes Gallery in Zhangpu. For me, when I was a child, Romance of the Three Kingdoms was a work filled with many inspiring and touching contents,
勿
and
以
it
恶
exerted
小
a
而为
great
之，
influence on the
勿以
formation
善
of my
小而不
worldview.
为。
China! As earliest films, Dingzhang Mountain, Dingzhang Shan, and Changban Slope Changban Po depict two battles between the troops of Liu Biyi, a positive character in the novel, and Cao Cao, a negative character in the novel. For foreigners, especially those from regions outside Asia, their understanding of this work may be quite limited. As another video creator put it may be somewhat difficult for foreigners who are not familiar with Chinese culture and do not understand what the vocabulary in the book symbolizes. To learn about Romance of the Three Kingdoms through the original work, which is all in text. Therefore, I have selected several film and TV works themed on the Three Kingdoms. The works I chose basically covered most or more than half of the contents of the original novel, thus fragmentary works like the film Radcliffe Kai-bai and some biographical works focusing on specific characters will not be introduced here. Then I will introduce their advantages and disadvantages for your reference. Since this video is mainly for people who have not read Romance of the Three Kingdoms, I will try my best to avoid spoilers. Below are the introductions to each work in the order of their release.
Puppet Show Romance of the Three Kingdoms 1982. This is a Japanese puppet show themed on the Three Kingdoms, while following the main storyline of the original novel. It sometimes incorporates quite a lot of major adaptations. This work has never been introduced to China. Most Chinese people are not aware of its existence, and there are no subtitled versions.
Yokoyama MIT Suter U.S. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 1991. This Japanese animation is adapted from the manga Romance of the Three Kingdoms created by Yokoyama MIT Suter U in 1971. It is said that this manga can often be seen in places like school libraries in Japan and South Korea, similar to the comic strip version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms in China. Like the manga, the animation is quite faithful to the original Romance of the Three Kingdoms on the whole, but it also has relatively major adaptations. For example, Jiang Ilai can repel LBU Long as a work produced in an era with underdeveloped information. It also has obvious problems in the character designs. For instance, Dong Zhuo, who is famous for being obese in the original, is portrayed as a thin person here. The valuable part of this work is that it covers many sections that are not given much attention in Chinese film and TV adaptations of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, such as the battles to suppress the Yellow Turban rebels and the Battle of Ji Qiao between Yu Wangshao and Gong Sanzan. Generally speaking, it is an excellent work. However, the animation ends right after the Battle of Red Cliff and does not present the complete story. English subtitles for this animation are available on YouTube.
Toei Animation as Romance of the Three Kingdoms 1992
This is a trilogy of animated films produced by Toei Animation with great efforts. Although the original novel is greatly abridged due to the limitation of runtime, it still conveys the core themes of the original work, advocating Liu Bei as benevolent governance and condemning Cao Cao as cruel deeds very well. Therefore, it is still highly praised, and its theme, Song Kao Zai Ami Hana Den, literally the story of wind, flower and fame, is also widely known. The first film of the trilogy has an English dub version.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms 1994 TV series. Up to now, this TV series is generally regarded as the best work themed on the Three Kingdoms, and it is highly faithful to the original novel, with a large number of episodes. Although there are some abridgments, for example, Li Ju is reduced to a minor role with few lines, it still presents most contents of the original novel completely on the whole. Aspects such as costumes and language style are all designed to be as close to the original novel as possible. Previously, the online streamer AIR once watched this TV series with English subtitles provided by Ying Wai Yo. In addition, there is another subtitled version translated by Hang Ji-an's I. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2009 Animation. This is an animation adaptation of Romance of the Three Kingdoms Kogan produced by China and Japan in 2009. On the whole, it is still quite faithful to the original novel, but due to the limited runtime, many plot details are omitted. However, its excellent dubbing and 5 theme songs that fit the content well fully convey the spiritual essence of the original Romance of the Three Kingdoms, making it a recommended work theme on the Three Kingdoms. At present, I have translated the full episodes of this animation into English subtitles. New Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2010 TV series. This is a work that has received a lot of criticism in China. It deletes many plots from the original novel, and there are contradictions between some of the Rima Ainin plots. Meanwhile, details such as the specific years, the locations of certain regions, and the ranks of official positions are often arbitrarily arranged by the screenwriters. The ability as of some characters are downplayed. For example, in the original novel, Zi Huiliang arranges Zhao Yan to pick him up and take him back to Liu Bei's side during the Battle of Red Cliff. But in the TV series, Zi Huiliang makes no such arrangements at all, and he only manages to escape safely with the help of Zhao Qiao, Zhu Yu's wife. Sunday version, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2011 Animation. This animation includes plots that are not covered in other versions, such as the story of Liu Bei when he was a child and some stories about Cao Cao. However, the animation ends right after the plot 3 heroes fight
New 3D version, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2017 Animation. This animation has a large number of episodes but is still unfinished. The latest episode, more than 80 episodes in total, has covered the appearance of Su Shu. Thanks to the large number of episodes, it presents many plots from the original novel, but it has problems such as poor dubbing and unimpressive theme songs. What is more, its background music is not original at all. Instead, music from other works is overused. At the same time, some battle scenes in the animation are quite fantasy gun-based. For example, Liu actually summoned a tiger to defeat Dong Zhuo. Some adaptations are also extremely absurd. A general who was originally killed by Jianyu in the original novel is changed to be eaten by a wolf raised by Jianyu.
Conclusion. The above is my review of several film and TV adaptations of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. As for whether what I said is correct or not, it is up to the audience to judge.